Hi, hello, namaste. This is Surabhi, your master teacher of chemistry at Vedantu. As usual, how are you all doing? Good? So, all healthy, no? So, I hope you're staying home, staying safe. So, what is this session about? So, many of the students asking, Mom, why is there so many reactions, so many equations? We get confused. Confusion nahi, solution kuch pata nahi. Right? And like yesterday itself, one of my students asked, Ma'am, why only in chemistry we have so many reactions and equations? Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the answer. So I thought, okay, let me tell my children few important reactions so that whenever you're studying, so you will stress on it a bit more. Of course, you have to study everything, but these are few important reactions. So ready with the pen and paper? तो शुरू करें. 5 most chemical reactions. So see, it's not like they only ask you, okay, write the chemical reaction of this. Write the balanced chemical equation. See, they can ask you the questions in different ways, right? Various ways. But if you are thorough with the topic, if you are like very sure, so why do you have to be nervous? What is our SpongeBob doing here? Okay, he's multitasking. I don't think I'm good at it, multitasking. Maybe 2 at a time, yeah. Similarly, we have this reaction called redox reaction. Here, reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously. Good, no? So, Fe2O3, if you look at the reaction, Fe2O3 is getting reduced to iron. So, what is this reduction then? Say reduction can be defined in this equation. Reduction can be defined as loss of oxygen. So if you look at the reactant here, you have Fe2O3. So oxygen is there with iron, but in the product oxygen has left iron and has gone with a carbon monoxide. No, don't feel bad. That is what iron wanted. So this reaction is known as reduction, that is loss of oxygen, or you can also define it as gain of hydrogen, okay, or gain of electrons. So basically you can define reduction in 3 ways: loss of oxygen, gain of hydrogen, gain of electrons. Okay, in here in this reaction what is happening is, so iron Fe2O3 is basically losing oxygen and is getting reduced to iron. So reduction. Next you have carbon monoxide, where in the reactant side it has only carbon has 1 oxygen, but look at the product, it has 2 oxygens. So that means it is gaining of oxygen, right? So in a reaction in which oxygen is gained, or gain of oxygen, or loss of hydrogen, loss of electrons takes place, that reaction, such reactions are known as oxidation. So here, how can you define? So carbon monoxide has gained an oxygen atom and has been oxidized into carbon dioxide. See, in this redox reaction you can't say okay, first reduction takes place, then oxidation. No, first oxidation, then reduction. No such thing. So both the reaction takes place simultaneously. Okay, so this Fe2O3 is helping carbon monoxide to get oxidized. At the same time, our carbon monoxide is helping Fe2O3 in getting reduced. Okay, so in the redox reaction, so reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously, and balancing this kind of reactions is very important. Okay, moving on. Photo decomposition of silver bromide. So they can ask, what is the principle behind the white and black photography, or give an example for photolytic decomposition. What is decomposition? Give an example. For everything you can use this example, photo decomposition of silver bromide. So silver bromide is basically AgPr, so which is a compound when it is exposed to sunlight, so the decomposition reaction happens. Before that, we have to know what is decomposition, no? Okay, I'll tell you. So decomposition is a reaction in which there is the single reactant which will break down to give us 2 or more new substances or products. Okay, so photo decomposition means this particular decomposition takes place in the presence of sunlight, or it is carried out by the sunlight. Okay, let us look at the reaction. Very beautiful, it's sunset, but what I am trying to say is, so in the presence of sunlight, our silver bromide will undergo decomposition to give us silver and bromine. Everyone knows bromine is a gas, so it will evolve, right? Whereas silver, as it is opaque, it will be stuck onto the film, and that is how you will get the black and white photographs. Okay, second reaction done. Next we have roasting and his twin brother calcination. Not the type of roasting you are thinking, we will roast our friends and all that. No. This is actually literally roasting. So what happens is, you have different kinds of ores, right? You have oxides, sulfides, carbonates and all that. So when you are trying to reduce some oxides into the metal, it is easy. But if you have the oxides in the form of sulfides or carbonates, reducing them, it is thoda sa difficult. So what we will do is, we will first convert our sulfide carbonate ores into their oxides, then we will reduce them. So that is what is basically roasting and calcination. Okay, so roasting means what happens, so you will take sulfide ore, any sulfide ore, and you will heat it in excess of oxygen or air. It should be excess, so the supply of the air, it should be very high. So then what happens, our sulfide ore, it will get converted into the oxide form. See, zinc sulfide is being converted into zinc oxide, and this reaction is known as roasting. And what about his twin brother? It is calcination. It is ulta. There excess of air, here limited air. You're like, so how you feel, no? So when you are in the like closed room or something, so that is how this reaction takes place, because there will be limited supply of oxygen or air. In that way, when it is heated, our carbonate ores are heated, so they will be converted into the oxides. So here calcium carbonate, when it is heated, you will get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, so you can use any carbonate ores. When you do this calcination, you will end up getting calcium oxide and carbon dioxide as the product. So roasting and calcination, third reaction done. Oxidation of ethanol. So in our carbon and its compounds, it's very important, no? So they can ask you, how can you convert ethanol to ethanoic acid, or what is the oxidation of ethanol, or which oxidizing agent is used in the oxidation reaction of ethanol? Only one answer. So when you take ethanol, that is CH3CH2OH, in the presence of an oxidizing agent. So here the oxidizing agent is alkaline KMNO4. So what is the role of oxidizing agent is? So oxidizing agent, it provides a nascent oxygen. Okay, because if you look at the reactant CH3CH2OH, you have single oxygen, but look at the product, 2 oxygen. So from where did it get another oxygen? So that was given by alkaline KMNO4, and that is the reason it is called as an oxidizing agent. Okay, so what happens first? So usually how the reaction proceeds is, our ethanol will be converted into ethanol, okay, the aldehyde. Then on the further oxidation, you will get ethanoic acid, that is CH3COOH. Here mentioning the oxidizing agent is very, very important, and I have seen few people getting confused with the names also. It is ethanol, ethanoic acid. Okay, so acetic acid. Okay, this is the fifth one, no? So next is chlor-alkali process or reaction. Chlor-alkali, something is ringing here. Chlor means chlorine, alkali is a water soluble base. Here you are getting NaOH, which is a strong alkali, and that is the reason this process is called as chlor-alkali process. So basically what happens, we all have studied ki NaCl, that is common salt, is like really very, 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 very important substance, right? It's not only used in the preparation of food, It does not only give us the taste, but it is used as a starting material in many synthesis of many products. Okay, so that is the reason this reaction is important. So basically what we are doing in this reaction is, so we are taking NaCl, so then aqueous solution of NaCl, that is adding water to it, and when once the electrolysis is done. So electrolysis means, so what happens when the voltage is applied, so the respective ions, the cations, anions, they will move towards the oppositely charged electrodes, that is cathode, anode. There at cathode reduction takes place, at anode oxidation takes place. In this process what happens, you will get hydrogen gas is liberated near cathode, and chlorine gas will be liberated at anode. So chlorine, so what happens, you will have Cl minus ions, right? Na plus Cl minus. So Cl minus, what happens, they will lose electron, that is loss of electrons is oxidation, and then so 2 Cl minus, they will lose 2 electrons and chlorine gas will be liberated at anode. Whereas at cathode what happens, so the H plus, they will gain electron and hydrogen gas will be liberated. So what about NaOH? So water, it will have H plus and OH minus. So H plus though it's gone as hydrogen, but what about OH minus? That is still there in the our solution. So Na plus is also there. So they will combine to give NaOH. So this reaction takes place near, the cathode. So this is what is basically chlor-alkali process, and the reaction, the equation will be NaCl plus H2O, you will get Cl2 plus H2 plus NaOH. Obviously you have to balance it. So you'll get 2 NaCl plus 2 H2O, Cl2, H2 and NaOH. I was telling Bruno, so I read all your comments and I've taken photos also. Let's read some comments. Acha. So Nalini, she's saying, I'm new to your channel and I love Vedantu. Thank you. My new hobby is binge watching your channel and cooking. So I guess you might have done with watching all the videos, right? We have around 10 videos. But thank you so much. Cooking, keep it up. Teach me also. So tech videos by Balwant. My hobby in the lockdown is to fly kite at 6 p.m. regularly. You do this every day? Good. You know what? Even I love to do it, but no time. And Pallavi Gautam is saying, I have started reading organic chemistry of class 10 and I'm loving it. High five Pallavi. I love organic chemistry. And Miss Killer, I started learning calligraphy and a new language which is French. Bonjour. Even I started, but yeah, I couldn't continue. Good. Geeta, she's saying, I write poems. Book? You're writing book? And she loves to read, cook, sing and study. How many hobbies you have, dear? Very good. I'm really happy. Preeti, hello ma'am. Hello. My interest these days is learning Telugu and Malayalam, and not to forget watching Vedantu videos. Thank you. Telugu Bhojanam Ayinda. That's Telugu, right? Yeah, I guess I was right. And Nisha is saying, my new interest is watching every live class of Vedantu. Yeah. So my channel is not included because I'll always premiere the videos. You're watching, no? Of course, if you have commented means you're watching. So thank you so much for all this love. We need it, right? Okay then. I'm going now. Before that, till we meet next time, keep loving chemistry, elementary chemistry by Vedantu and your master teacher Surabhi. Bye bye. Take care.